my streams and videos and stuff, but I kind of forgot to this time. So, I'm sort of close to 100% completion on this game. And, I've had a couple of ideas on like how Insomniac can input, updates as to keep the game alive after you complete 100% completion because, um, let's be honest, I mean, this isn't gonna last us for a year. So, I'll get into it as soon as I hop into the actual game. Alright, well. So, obviously we can interact with civilians and stuff like that, but only to a certain extent. So, I feel like if Insomniac were to actually update and like input side activities and stuff like that, this is where the game could really shine. I'm trying to think here. So how about if Spider-Man could play a little bit of basketball every once in a while? I mean, I'd be down for that. So let me see if I can find a basketball court somewhere. Probably can't find one on the map, but... Or what if you could deliver pizzas, I mean, why not? Like, there are so many things that they could do to this game. I'm not saying that they have to do these things, but, if you really want to keep your title alive for longer than a few months, because the DLC stops releasing in December, then, I don't know. I just kind of feel like, they could really add a lot of content to this game because, it's a big open world. There's already a lot of depth to the actual world itself. They could just add on to it. You could do things like feed pigeons or stupid things like that. And what about some Peter Parker gameplay too? Like, what about some actual free roam as Peter Parker? That'd be pretty nice.
The friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
So, I don't know, just some things like that. So, now that we've talked about that, since I don't really have any more ideas, let's go ahead and pursue some bases or something. Actually, let's go ahead and fix this little chemical leak. All right.
Hey pal, this station tests particulate matter in the air. Now, you'd probably have some science jargony way to say this, but basically, too much is not good.
Readings are troubling but inconsistent. The only way I'll figure out what's going on is to test nearby emissions. But I've got other problems. The sampler's detecting toxic particles. Better check it out. That steam vent's a good place to start. There's something in here that doesn't belong. Let's analyze it.
Put that there. Put that there. Wait. Put this here. And then... All right.
Mercury. Bonded with... something else. I can't tell what. This obviously isn't confined to one building. A lot of people are at risk. Let's see what a sample from this can tell me. Nitric acid in there too, but also something else. I'm on the right track. Just need to keep following the trail. This is more widespread than I thought. The whole neighborhood's in danger from this. Phew, that stinks to high heaven. Time to find out what's in it. Ethanol. Why is this sounding so familiar? Mercury with nitrogen and ethanol. Gotta get back on the trail. When this is over, I'll alert the health department so they can check on the local residents. I think I found the problem. Caustic chemicals are leaking out of those barrels and into the plumbing. Need to clean up the site fast. Huh. The calcium and silicon in concrete makes it an ideal absorption material. Looks like I'll have to make a mess to fix this mess. One down. Nice, it's working. Just a couple more barrels. Last one. Gotta stay above this stuff. See? That could have been way worse. Harry's research station just proved why it needs to stay open.
Attention units. We have reports of multiple drive-by shootings. Officers near Gramercy, please report.
Okay, be careful in here, Pete. This station analyzes hazardous chemicals, basically trying to figure out how to counteract them if they ever got out into the world, which hopefully they never will.
Oh no. Someone broke in and stole a volatile rocket propellant. And they must have cracked the container because it's leaking. From the timestamp on the security cameras, it just happened. I need to get it back. My spider bots are still just prototypes, but this is a good time to test one. Its sensors can follow the chemical trail. Better than me swinging up on the thief. If he freaks out and drops the hydrazine, he'll blow up half a block. Gotta find a quiet place to deploy the spider bot, where I can hang out and guide it. Okay, little guy. Let's find where the chemical drift and vacuum it up before it makes someone sick. Not only is Mini-Me cleaning up the spills, it's leading me right to the thief. The thief's hiding in crowds. I'll disperse him with a subsonic blast. Won't hurt anyone, but it's super annoying. Lucky this stuff's only dangerous over a long exposure. Or if it combusts. Maybe... maybe not. End of the trail. He's in this crowd. Time to smoke him out. He's running. Gotta wrap him up with a web burst. Got him. Now to get the fuel back. Got it. Now I just need to return the fuel to the station. This little spider bot's useful. If I can ever find a way to make them cost-effective, they'd be a big help. Chemicals back where it belongs. I beefed up the station security and sent Yuri the camera footage to convict the thief. Not a bad day's work. This is one station that was already earning its keep. It should be safe from being shut down, especially now that the chemicals are locked away.
Attention units, drug deal reported. Need an officer to check it out. Backup needed in the meatpacking district. Over.
Sound glitches, huh? Oh, and also, you know, I feel like Insomniac could throw in some more stealth elements too. Like, I mean, I'm not sure what they're gonna do with the Black Hat DLC, but
This lab monitors the health of
Yeah.
marine life.
I don't
We've got
know.
a bunch of medicine on site if you need it. But the effects these diseases have, they are not something any living creature should go through.
Looks like there's a bacterial infection in the fish. I better take care of it before the food supply's contaminated. Found an antibacterial spray in the lab that should heal the fish. I just need to spray it over the water. And fast, before people start getting sick. First step, get to the docks.
What, I can't charge jump now?
I bet whatever's in those barrels caused the problem. Gotta get him out of the water. Just call me your friendly neighborhood garbage man. These barrels are smarter than some of the guys I usually fight. Now that it's clear, this is a perfect spot to spray. Whoa! If I spread it evenly, the water currents will take it far and wide. It's gotta cover a wide area. The fish will spread it to other fish, which is good. There's not much for me to swing from further out. Based on the water currents, there's another area I need to hit. More barrels. Definitely the source of the bacteria. I'll get rid of them. Great thing about barrels, they don't shoot at me. The downside is, I don't think these barrels appreciate my quips. All clear to spray. Come on, fishy fishies. This is good for you. This is why I never had an aquarium. I bet someone calls this into Jameson as Spider-Man, water polluter. Okay, time to find a spot to scan my finny friends and make sure they're cured. All clean. Well, by the standards of the docks. We stopped an outbreak before it started. It'll be tough for Oscorp to argue this station isn't pulling its weight.
So, we installed energy-saving LED billboards all around this area. This station monitors how they're performing. I'm just hoping it saves enough money that Oscorp keeps this program going.
Typical. Oscorp ignored the specs and jacked up the voltage going into the billboards. If I don't fix it, they'll explode. People could get hurt. And it would definitely be the end of this station. I need to use my electric webs to shock the screens into shutting down. And I don't have long to do it. I always knew someday they'd weaponize tackiness.
It's him! Get a picture! Crunch it! Like Spider-Man! Freeze!
would make these ads more interesting. Gotta hit each screen individually. Phew. Now that the threat's passed, they can adjust the billboards properly. And they did save a lot of money, which seems to be Oscorp's priority, so I bet this station's in the clear.
It's him! Get a picture!
Okay, Pete. This lab has feeders to lure in birds and analyze their droppings. Yeah, that's right. I got an MBA to test bird poop. Seriously though, you probably know that birds carry diseases that affect people, and we need to make sure they're healthy. You know, I really wish I was there to hear your finest toilet humor on this one.
Uh-oh. The pigeons are infected with a serious strain of avian flu. And it's already mutated to a form that can spread to humans. Okay, Harry's lab had everything I needed to make a vaccine. Gotta spread it fast, or the pigeons will be like rats with the bubonic plague. My best bet's dispersing it at 3 major migration points. Luckily, the station told me where they are. First migration point's in a park. Birds there should spread the vaccine to their buddies. Pigeons put up with me swinging through their territory, so I owe them a favor. I bet the Avengers never have bird poop missions. Here we go. The vaccine's airborne, so I'll just spray it into the trees.
Can I get an autograph?
Hey, I got a business problem.
Spider crisis coming through!
Keep fighting the good fight.
Okay, 1 down, 2 to go. The spray won't bother people or other animals, but it'll cure the pigeons. Or trigger the zombie pigeon apocalypse. And 1 more left. I wonder what Jameson will make of this. Spider-Man spreads chemtrails seems like a good bet. I like helping animals. They don't call me a menace or shoot at me or anything. I wonder if it'd be stretching things if I added veterinarian to my resume.
Sounds corny, but you're my hero. That one's my kid.
Okay, that should work fast. I better scan some pigeons to make sure. That did it. No zombie pigeons. Hey.
Later, Spider-Man.
Huh. Nikola Tesla fed pigeons here. So did Harry's mom. I remember her bringing us. Wish I could tell Harry, but he's not answering calls, texts, anything.
All right, enough of the freak show. Later, Spider-Man.
Alright, let's change it up and let's do a fist kite out.
Wave to my grandma. I got it. I got a picture. Wow! Just wow.
All units, a food supply station is being raided by raft escapees. Nearby officers, please proceed to the Bryant area.
So a little warm-up exercise first.
Literally stealing food from hungry mouths. Even guys, portion control.
Spider-Man! Heads up, everybody! Nice and drop! It's over for you!
No, let's kick it up a notch. And we're done.
How do you like that? Pay for that! It's gonna blow you to pieces! Don't let him get any more of us! Take that! Don't let him get any more! The hell is that? Let me show you what I got. Grenade!
Get the hell out of me.
That seriously shouldn't take out 50 health, dude. Or more.
Heads up! Don't let him get any more of us!
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't order any more Sable agents.
Sable agents. Dialogue glitches through.
How you like that, spider? Feel this!
Oh, there are okay.
Watch out! Fire in the hole!
city needs those supplies. Glad I was here to help.
Good man, Spider-Man.
Units with riot gear needed to respond to a violent disturbance. Proceed to Sycamore. Over.
Yuri, I found a Fisk construction site. Lots of busy worker bees up to no good.
Try to make some noise. If someone calls in a disturbance, I can send cars.
Noisy? I can do noisy.
How long you been with it? Since the old days. Don Rigoletto. Damn.
Nap time.
The boss was the boss, huh? The boss was always the boss. Man down. Can anyone hear me? There. You can't hide forever. Got eyes on Spider-Man. Weaker. Take him down before he knocks us all out. Get back here! I'm not done with you! Kick his ass! Come on! This will have our ass if we don't take him down! I'm in an ass-kicking mood!
Back up! For a guy in jail, Fisk's men are awfully loyal. You asked for it! Like fish in a barrel.
Let's see if I can get him to forget about me. Screw it.
Hey, new arrivals! Did I mention this is a rent party? Chip in! No, for real, I need rent money!
Spider-Man, I just checked. There's been a rash of counterfeit bills in that neighborhood.
Counterfeiting? That's a dying art. I'll do my part to make it extinct.
Die! Get out of the way! Bring him down already!
Bad haircuts, excessive cologne. Yep, more fist goons.
Boss, what's your head? Get down here and fight like a man! This'll shut your mouth! Bring him down already!
Incoming! More backup? Guys! Willie said to take the day off. Scout's honor!
Wrap things up. Open wide! The end for you! Not a chance in hell, buddy!
Everything's quiet here now, Captain.
Great. That's one more revenue stream Wilson Fisk can't use to pay his lawyers.
Ground teams, need a status update from Lenox Hill.
APC Kilo starting control now. Eyes out for Spider-Man.
This is one of my labs that monitors water quality. Any nasty stuff gets in, it tells you. I wanted to check on it myself, but there's just never enough time.
Feels like Harry's not telling me something. I hope he's okay. That algae's already killing fish. And if I don't stop it, it'll work its way up the food chain fast. I whipped up a virus that'll attack it in Harry's lab. But I need a sample of the algae to make it work. Gotta get to the lake, stat.
No.
Vacation.
Next Tuesday won't work. My truth hurts now. Keep up the good work, man.
Got it. Now I need to crack the cell walls, and the only way I can do that in time is with G-force. The quick and dirty way to apply G-force is jump off a tall building. The tallest one around is Oscorp. Wish I could do this in a lab, but there's no time. Got it! Now I just have to do it again. I am not eager to repeat that, but I have to. Not low enough. Good work! Now if I can just keep from throwing up. Gotta hurry back to the lake and turn this loose. There. And it's tailored to the toxic algae. Won't hurt normal plant life. Which is good, because a park without plants is just a vacant lot.
I think we're almost done with the research stations. I might have one or two more to do. Two more. Let's get them out of the way.
I have received unsettling reports of Spider-Man in our public parks, where children play, apparently stalking pigeons. Yes, wild pigeons. You may wonder if he's gone insane, a perfectly valid question, but have you heard of the Goliath bird-eating spider? I'll spare you the gory details, but it's a spider big enough to devour birds. Now, Spider-Man sticks to walls like a spider, he jumps like a spider. What else does he do like a spider?
Okay, so this station collects overflow data from all the others. Yeah, God forbid we waste Oscorp's server space. Anyway, do me a favor and make sure it's running smoothly, or everything these stations do is for nothing.
This isn't nearly enough server space. It's close to overloading. That'll trigger a purge, and everything Harry has will be lost. I can't let that happen. Wait. ESU has a backup server near here they never use. That can handle the excess data. But I'll need to realign the transmission dishes to make a link from here to there. Fast. The active receiver's easy to find. Okay, now to find another link in the array. Got it. Just have to keep doing that. What's taking up all that space on Harry's servers? Looked like DNA sequencing, but that seems beyond the scope of the research stations. Focus, Pete. It won't matter what's on the server if it all gets erased. Getting close. Should be in view of the ESU server now. Got it. Now I can initiate the data transfer if I hurry. Looks good. Good. Looks good. Let's see. Looks good. Good. It's working! Everything stored successfully. Should be fine until I have Norman assign Harry some more server space. And he'll be glad to when he sees what the stations have been doing.
Alright, last one.
This station's simple, but really important. It measures toxins in the air, way more sensitive than anything the city has. Bad air hits children and the elderly first. This was a big one for my mom.
If his data is accurate, there's way too much sulfur dioxide in the air. I have a spidey hunch this is caused by inefficient engine exhaust. If I get some fresh samples, I can identify the make and model and report them. Okay, got that one. This can't be good for me. Nice. Just need a few more samples. Oh, that one smelled. Just a couple more. Got it. That's it. Phew. Okay, looks like we have 3 guilty parties. I'll need to get pictures of them for proof. Taking pictures, just like the old Bugle days. Life was so much simpler back then. One down. That's a keeper. And the hat trick. All set. That'll get a recall ordered, courtesy of your Earth-friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Wait, I didn't get a trophy. Did I not finish them all? Oh. Turns out now I have one more. Sorry. Alright then.
So, numerous witnesses saw Spider-Man swinging through Times Square like the glory hound he is, firing webs at electronic billboards and causing them to reboot. Granted, those billboards are an eyesore. In my day, sign painting was an art. But the more pressing question is, what was he up to? I have a theory. He is infecting these billboards with a virus so that they will subliminally hypnotize pedestrians. Hypnotize them into what? Into liking Spider-Man! And he's been doing it for years! This is the only plausible explanation for how many fans this menace seems to have!
Need an update from Devil's Shelf. Over.
APC Kilo starting control now. Eyes out for Spider-Man.
This station analyzes thunderstorms and acts as a failsafe for the others. Now, they're all susceptible to lightning strikes, which would erase their databanks. If they're in danger, they'll automatically transfer their data to Oscorp's servers. Just make sure it works, okay, pal?
There's a storm threatening now, and the automatic transfer isn't working. No time to write code now. I'll have to manually link the research station data hubs. Then I need to go to the top of the Oscorp building and align their receivers. First data hub's right over my head. Okay. My lenses should show the other hubs in red. Got it. Now to make more links in the chain. Man, it's getting bad out here. Got it. Uh-oh. The receiver's energy is giving me a positive charge, which means I'm at a high risk for lightning strikes. My charge is increasing. I gotta move fast or I'll get zapped. One more down. Can't stop the celebrate. My costume's insulation can protect me a little, but I can't afford many hits. Nature's so awesome, except when it tries to kill me. that one set. Scientifically, I know why this is happening. But it's hard not to feel like the universe is against me right now. It's like the whole city's one giant bug zapper. I'm getting pretty good at this. The receiver's energy is giving me a positive charge, which means I'm at a high risk for lightning strikes. The charge is increasing. I gotta move fast or I'll get zapped. No time to admire the view. If I slow down, I'll be extra crispy. Gotta aim these away from their satellites and toward each other. Did it! And the spider spins a data web. All the research data is going to Oscorp's servers. Harry's work is safe, and I can finally get out of this weather.
Good news?
Sure. I've always got plenty of the other kind.
I just posted a new article. Oscorp announced Harry's research stations are providing valuable data, so they're fully funding them.
You're kidding. That's great. I just wish we could tell Harry.
I know. I haven't been able to find out where they're treating him. I can't confront Norman about what we know without admitting to breaking and entering.
Well, wherever he is, Harry's getting the best care. Whatever his faults, Norman loves his son. And his mom would be so proud. You really stepped up for her.
You helped a little yourself, Tiger. You're a good friend.
So are you, MJ. And wherever Harry is, he knows that. Can't wait to read the article.